Go with your gut, go with the flow, because that next move you make could just be the thing that explodes your creative career. What's going on? You're listening to the Perspective Podcast, and I'm your host, Scotty.D.Russell of Perspective Collective. Now, this show is about helping you pursue the work that fulfills you the most while finding a demand for your creativity in the world. Now, I love this stuff. I love creating. I love helping people like you achieve your goals while I'm trying to achieve mine at the same time. The show exists because I just want to be an open resource or an open book to share what's working for me, what's not, what I'm struggling with, maybe what I'm winning at, and how maybe what's working for me can work for you at the same time, because we're all on the same team. Now, I'm really excited about today's episode. Okay, it's all about working towards something each day that excites you. And I really want to just convince you that you need to start finding what you want in life, and you need to make a plan to get there. So maybe this sounds like you right now. It's the same mindless routine, day in and day out. Your head hits the pillow at night, but you're unable to recall anything worthwhile that just happened in your mundane day. So you dread going to bed because in the blink of an eye, you're right back to the same routine. So instead of going to bed, you waste another hour scrolling on your phone, longing for some type of entertainment before you reluctantly crash. Does this pattern sound familiar at all? Well, if it does, honestly, I was just referring to my life before I found a reason to get excited each day about something. And for a long time, there was nothing significant happening in my life, and there's no wonder why. Because there was absolutely zero enthusiasm to pursue anything. I just didn't care. Nothing made me happy. I didn't feel anything was worthwhile, and I didn't feel like I deserved it. And maybe you're stuck in this same cycle. But understand, you are not alone. And from my plenty of conversations with other creatives like you and me, many other people share this same feeling, okay? You're not alone. And this episode today is to convince you that you should be chasing something that excites you daily, and how having a plan will make it possible for you. But in order to start pursuing something that excites you, we need to talk about the voices that are in your head. You know, I know that sounds weird, but if you're like me, you have voices in your head that talk to you on the daily. We need to start filtering out the good voices from the bad voices. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer it honestly to yourself. What is it you truly want in life, and what's holding you back? For me, I grew up loving art. You know, I was always creating. I didn't share it with many people because, one, I doubted my abilities in it, and two, I never saw any kind of future career coming from it, okay? I just didn't think you can make a living off doing the work you enjoy. Of course, I had a few flings with creative pursuits. You know, there was times I was running a t-shirt company. I would do tattoos for people. I would do custom artwork or logos. But I never believed anything would ever come from it, because there was always this voice of doubt in my head that was always saying, this isn't going anywhere, Scotty. Quit wasting your time, okay? I had this negative self-talk always going on in my head. While that voice of doubt still tries to argue with me this day, another voice of encouragement has increasingly grown over the years once I caught a glimpse of my potential. And that's all it takes, my friend. All it takes is just a glimpse to see that you are capable so you can start believing in yourself. And this new encouraging voice, it propels me forward each day towards this vision that I have. And this vision that I have is making a living off creating the work that I find most fulfilling, while at the same time it's meeting a demand in the world. Okay, this is my vision, this is my dream, this is what I hope to achieve someday, and I know I'm on the right path. But the old me I was talking about before doubted every second of it, okay? I did not believe it was possible until now. And if you know me, you've been around me, or you know of my work, you can just tell that this enthusiasm radiates from me as it's given each day a purpose. However, without a plan, I could easily lose the excitement and fall right back into that mundane routine. And lacking this plan just opens up the door for that voice of doubt to creep back in. And the wider that door gets, the more quickly doubt suppresses that voice of encouragement, and it extinguishes that ambitious flame you once had. Now, I've been there. I've had plenty of times where I've had all this enthusiasm. I've been very ambitious about something, and I was working towards something, but I didn't have a plan. Okay, and not having a plan kills any types of action and allows fear and doubt to creep back in. So I've been through this. So what you need to do, and what I needed to do, was protect the vision with a plan. So again, I ask you, what is it you truly want in life? Okay, what's this vision? What do you want to work towards? What is it you want to accomplish? What kind of life do you want to live? Take that vision and protect it. You need to start creating a plan around it that gives you something objectively to work towards each day. And don't get discouraged if you feel like you're dreaming too big and your vision feels impossible. Okay, that's normal, but don't get discouraged. I encourage you, dream as big as possible, okay? What is that greatest thing? Go after it. And as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said, if your dreams don't scare you, you aren't dreaming big enough. And I live by this. I'm absolutely terrified of my dreams now, but I believe I can accomplish them. And I believe you can too. So instead of seeing your vision as impossible, use the popular buzzword term, reverse engineer it, and work backwards by designing the necessary steps to get there. Work from that end goal, that impossible goal that you once had. Work from the end goal, that goal that may feel impossible for you to reach, and work your way backwards until you reach that first step. And by doing this, you've essentially created the outline to your plan. Now here's a tip that works for me that I highly recommend you trying out for yourself. In order for me to stay on track and being objective each day on getting to my goal and staying excited, building this momentum, is every night before I go to sleep, I write down in my passion planner 1 to 3 things that need to get done the next day that'll progress me forward to the vision. So after I get these 3 things written down, I go to bed, and as I'm sleeping, I don't know what it is, but I'm mentally and visually preparing my next day. And when I wake up, I immediately know what needs to get done. I know exactly what I need to do. There's no fogginess. All I have is clarity. I have clarity on the mission. Now, once you begin to start checking these tasks off each day, it builds momentum. I swear by it. It builds momentum. You continue this process of checking off each thing each day, one tiny little thing, 1 to 3, I guess I should say. And you repeat this process until step 1 and all the sub-tasks of it transition to step 2 and so on. I'm telling you, this momentum continues to grow, and that voice of encouragement grows louder and louder, and it just starts overpowering that voice of doubt. Believe me, this day-by-day progression is powerful, and it's addicting. Progress and results is addicting. So the key to all of this, to working towards something each day, is have some enthusiasm behind it. Pick something that excites you and start working towards it. Whether it's the thing you were meant to do in life or not, you'll never know unless you pursue it with enthusiasm. It may not be the thing you were meant to do, but progress is progress. And by working towards something each day, it will let you know if you need to continue on this path or move to the next thing. If you're losing that enthusiasm, or you kind of get the itch to go to something else because this isn't right, then jump ship, okay? You're not pigeonholed into this. Go with your gut, go with the flow, because that next move you make could just be the thing that explodes your creative career. And I feel like I'm just on the edge, just the tip of me finding that thing that's going to explode my creative career. But I'm relentlessly searching with enthusiasm. However, what I do know for sure is by you not pursuing anything, you're going to continue to get the same results. Every day, you're just going to continue to live this life of day in, day out, the same routine. Nothing to look forward to. It's boring, okay? I've been there and I'm tired of it, and I refuse to go back to living that way. So I want to encourage you. Find it is that you truly want in life and make a plan to achieve it, okay? Be excited about it. Or would you rather just keep scrolling on your phone at night dreading tomorrow? Okay, it's your choice. Now, I hope this episode is maybe the inspiration or the motivation, the fire that you need to start working towards that thing that you kind of just doubted. With the rise of technology these days, you are one scroll away from someone discovering your work. But you'll never get discovered. You'll never have anything to show for it if you don't take initiative and do something about it. Okay, stop throwing a pity party for yourself. Stop playing a victim. If these words are burning right now, just know I'm really talking to my old self, okay? Because this was me. But now that I'm working towards something each day, I couldn't be happier, okay? I feel like I have a purpose, and this plan keeps gaining more clarity. I understand what the next step is when I first didn't know. I'm seeking out resources. I'm staying on top of it. Some days I have an off day, but I get right back on track because the vision is strong and it gets stronger. I'm telling you, that momentum will happen. The addiction will happen when you start seeing results. I just want to sincerely thank you and everyone who has listened to any of these early episodes. I know there's probably some parts that are raw, but I can just promise you that I'm going to continue to get better. This is part of the vision. This is part of the plan. And I know this is what I need to be doing right now. Regardless if it's rough, I know it's supposed to be a struggle, okay? You can't just start pursuing something to be perfect right away. It's impossible. And if you want to support me and support the show, and maybe this is really resonating with you, I would love to have some kind of feedback or a good iTunes review, because I want more people like you who this is helping. I want it to get discovered by them. Okay, I want to help more people at the same time while I'm helping myself. Again, we're all in the same team here. And even if you don't write a review, maybe share it with someone who you think that this could really have a positive effect on, okay? It's all about encouraging people to do the work that inspires them. And if you want to find me online, I'm pretty much everywhere social media wise at Perspective_collective, but here's the thing, you got to kill the vowels because social media hates me. So it's PRSPCTV_CLLCTV. I know that's difficult, but it is what it is. Just type in PRSPCTV and I'm pretty sure I'm going to pop up. But I'm most active on Instagram and Snapchat right now. I love it. I love engaging with you guys. I love answering questions. I just like being a vessel to help serve people like you get to where you want to be. And I need to give a massive thank you to Nick Jenkins of Blookah for all the music that you've been hearing on this podcast. Seriously, this dude puts out some great vibe tunage, and he just recently came off playing off a festival. He's a local homie, and he does great work, so I encourage you to check him out. It's Blookah, Blookah, and you can find him on SoundCloud. Again, thanks so much for lending me your ears today, and I want to just encourage you to go out, make some moves, keep showing up, and keep creating. You got this.